Hello, so today I'm going to explain how were I able to predict or obtain the next number of dots on each hexagonal patterns shown on the picture. So based on my calculation or based on my solving, I have found or have predicted this following number of dots. So the first hexagon figure, we have one dot. The next, or you can see in the figure, it just shows one dot, but it's not showing as hexagons are. But I let it as it is. And then hexagon number 2 has 6 dots. Hexagon number 3 has 15 dots. And hexagon number 4 has 28 dots. So I used two equation or two formulas for this to obtain or predict the number of dots on the next hexagonal pattern. So what I used first as an equation or a formula is this, a times b or ab, where I let a as a possible integer starting from 1 and b as a positive odd integer starting from 0 or 1. So this is how I come up with the answer. So I just laid down there all of the possible integers starting from 1. Let's stop until the fourth place because we have four patterns or four hexagonal patterns in the picture. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And then for the value of b or b, I have also showed there the possible four sets, any positive integer that starts from 0 or 1. So I just matched it with a. So I have 1, 3, 5, 7. Still, I stopped at the fourth place because we have four patterns in the picture, or four hexagonal patterns in the picture. So I just matched them and I multiplied. See, using this formula. So 1 times 1, 1. And as you can all see, it's also obvious that the dot that is showing there is also 1. And then 2 times 3, we have 6. So I was able to predict that it has 6 dots. And then next is 3 times 5, which is answer is 15. So 15 dots to the next pattern. And then the fourth one, 4 times 7 is equals to 28. So also, I used another one. Aside from this, I used another formula, which is this formula. HN, or number of hexagon, is equals to 2 times the number squared minus the number of the hexagon. Or like this. Or yes, or also written as like this. So this is how I come up the formula to solve for the number of the dots in the hexagonal pattern. So I'll show you how I solve for them, and let's just skip for the number of 1 because it's already given. So I'll start with 2, the pattern 2, hexagonal 2. So h2 is equals to 2. Yes. And then copy the value of n, which is 2, squared minus 2 as well, the value of n. And then applying BODMAS or MDAS, 2 times 4, 8 minus 2, answer is 6. Here you go. So right now we're moving forward with the next or the third hexagonal pattern. So just copy what is the value of n here, which is 3. And then substitute. So 3 times 3, 9. 2 times 9 equals 18. 18 minus 3. Answer is 15. So I predicted that the next pattern or the next series of dots will be number of 15 dots. The same as this one. And towards the last pattern, which is the fourth one. So same as before, copy the value of n, which is 4. This side, substitute 2, 4, minus 4. And then multiply by itself. 4 times 4 equals 16. 2 times 16 equals 32 minus 4. So there you have it, 28. Instead 28. So I predicted 28. Yes. And that is how I were able to come up with my answer. I was able to predict the number of dots in every hexagonal patterns in the figure or in the picture. So right now, we need to look back and check to see if the processes that we have just made, or the equation that, or the formulas and solutions that I just made are indeed correct. I indeed arrived to the correct prediction based on the series of dots that we can see in the picture. So we need to count how many dots are in there to prove that what we did is indeed right. So okay, it's understandable. 1. The second figure, let's count. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. And so I answered 6 earlier. I predicted 6, so we're good. The third one, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15. Right? So I predicted it right as well. And lastly, towards the last figure, let's check if my answers is indeed right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 4, 5, 6, 7, 28. Alright. So just by counting the number of dots below, I could say that my predictions are indeed correct.